Last week we celebrated Veterans Day. It's so important that we continue to recognize and celebrate Veterans Day like we did this past Tuesday evening at Vets Memorial Middle School. Actually, I was pleasantly surprised. My former high school coach came up from Florida, who was a Vietnam veteran and Medal of Honor winner. So that was a nice surprise, and as well as Mr. Mosley, who is a retired lieutenant colonel from the Marine Corps, who spoke that evening. That Tuesday, we unveiled our Wall of Honor recognizing local veterans. What a fantastic event. Thank you to Mrs. Triantopoulos and her administrative team, as well as the staff and students of Veterans Memorial Middle School, especially Trudy San Jose and our curriculum supervisors, Chad Cutts and Jen Lane, for organizing such an awesome event. Thank you, too, to the Brick Memorial High School Chorus under the direction of Mr. Betties, and the Veterans Memorial Middle School Band under the direction of Chris Seidelman for their outstanding performances. This event gives us a chance to involve students and remind young people of the sacrifices of so many. We are eternally grateful to all of the brave men and women heroes who have fought and served our country. Thank you to all of our veterans, past, present, and future, and especially to all of our local veterans. Congratulations to our incumbent board members, Ms. Walrab, Mrs. Pacala, and Mrs. Siebert on their re-election. Congrats and welcome back. Congratulations to Brick Township High School principal and new Dr. David Cajun, who successfully defended his dissertation last week. Make us proud, Dr. Cajun. Great job. I know you need a break from that right now, right? You don't want to write anything for a long time, I'm sure. That's the way I felt anyway. As the Junior Air Force ROTC from Brick Memorial mentioned recently, we had Brigadier General Leslie Mayer visiting from the Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst Base. As part of her trip, she only chose one local Air Force Junior ROTC program to visit, and that was Brick Memorial and the Brick Schools Junior Air Force ROTC program. So we were fortunate to be selected for her to honor us and come visit us this past Monday. The Brick Schools Air Force Junior ROTC program provided the General with a presentation, as you saw, on the status of the program here in Brick Schools. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Michaela Clark and Cadet Major Timothy Bremer of Brick Schools Air Force Junior ROTC did an outstanding job presenting and answering the General's questions. Brigadier General Mayer was taken on a tour of our facility by the cadets, inspected the cadets in military formation, and finally gave a keynote address on leadership to all of our cadets and answered many of their questions. Brick Air Force Junior ROTC was thrilled to host Brigadier General Mayer and felt honored that she selected our program to visit during her time here in New Jersey. This week is American Education Week, and this week we're conducting our parent-teacher conferences in all of our schools. American Education Week is a celebration of public education and a time to honor the individuals working to ensure that every student receives a quality education. Brick Schools is fortunate to have such a dedicated staff working in the best service to our students, parents, and community. Stabilization aid. As you may have heard, I'm so excited to announce that Brick Township Public School District has been awarded over $7 million. I think it was $6.5 million in stabilization aid and almost $1 million additionally in education rescue grant for a total of $7.4+ million in New Jersey aid. This aid will help us address student, staff, and infrastructure needs of the district as we stated in our application for this. New Jersey State Stabilization Aid helps school districts through times of fiscal distress. Brick Schools has lost almost $15 million in state funding over the previous 4 years and will lose an additional $5.2 million in the 22-23 school year due to S2. Districts who are experiencing a reduction in state aid and are still under the adequacy threshold are eligible for stabilization aid. This funding allows us to invest in a mix of capital expenditures such as much-needed HVAC ventilation improvements in our buildings, as well as staffing, technology, and transportation needs. The funding that we receive through Stabilization Aid and American Rescue Grant will enable us to increase these capital expenditures to provide the essential infrastructure improvements to our buildings like the HVAC ventilation systems. Lastly, next week is Thanksgiving. Many of you know me very well. Thanksgiving is my all-time favorite holiday. My family knows it's about food and family and of course, a little football. So we say the 3 F's in Thanksgiving. But it also gives all of us a chance to recognize all the things in our life that we're grateful for and give thanks. In the words of John F. Kennedy, we must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. I am personally grateful for serving this learning community of Brick Township. I'm truly thankful to be in my current position. I tell people many, many times, I have a get-to job, not a got-to job. And if some of you have ever heard that before, it means I'm lucky enough to get to do my job, not that I have got to do my job. Big difference. I'm also thankful for the great administrative team, great staff, fantastic students and parents, and a dedicated, hard-working Board of Education, which I feel I have a great working relationship with. Thank you all. I'm truly grateful for being here, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.